Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, who are the most dangerous drivers out on the road? You might think drunk drivers or older drivers or your mother-in-law, but that isn't necessarily the case. And here now to talk about it and what's being done to help those young drivers between the ages of 15 and 20 be better drivers out on the road is Officer Ray Payton. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you've started a program and it helps young drivers and their parents become better drivers out on the road. It's called the START program. Tell us about that.
Sir, I would love to. Our START program is one of several CHP educational programs that are available to the public at no cost and that are aimed for reducing the injuries and deaths resulting from traffic collisions.
Yeah, it's a lot of important information. People used to go to driver's training classes. It was part of our normal high school education, and that doesn't exist anymore. So this basic education you have to get in other ways.
Yes, that is true, as it was in my case as well. Mm-hmm. What's unique about the Start Smart program is that it specifically targets our new drivers, ages from 15 to 20 years old, and their parents. And it helps educate them in the importance of being responsible behind the wheel and how a poor decision can affect not just their own lives, but everyone's lives around them.
Oh my gosh, just one moment distraction can lead to a fatality. Now tell us some of the information that you teach in these classes.
Sure. Like you mentioned, what used to be a 10-week course or class in our public schools is now a parent-monitored program. That's why the CHP saw the great need to develop a program such as this. What the officers will teach the new teens and their parents in the class is what they'll do first is they'll show a small glimpse of what we have to unfortunately encounter on an almost day-to-day basis when it comes to new drivers and traffic collisions. And they'll do this by sharing real-life stories that they've experienced and also by giving testimony. The officer will then go on to discuss ways to avoid being involved in a collision and what actually can cause a collision. Items such as driving under the influence of alcohol and or drugs, distracted driving, texting, speeding, driving at a speed that's not conducive to their experience.
Mm-hmm. Why are young drivers such bad drivers? I mean, I call bad drivers in the terms that 66% of all fatal accidents involve a driver between the ages of 15 and 20. So what is it about drivers in that age group that you think might make them more susceptible to fatalities?
And yes, you are right. Traffic collisions are still the #1 cause of death for our teenagers. The first year behind a new driver's, the first year of a new driver is the most dangerous time of that person's life. And what we try to show to our new drivers is not so much to scare them and keep them from driving, but to educate them. New drivers, teens, they possess all the abilities to drive a vehicle just as safe as anyone else. The problem we find is with new drivers, what's causing them to lose their lives at such a young age is traits and characteristics of what makes them a teen.
They're just under the influence of youth, and these programs are so important. If people want to get involved, if a parent would like to take their kid to one of these classes, how do they get involved?
They can contact their local California Highway Patrol office and reach out to the public information officer.
Get the information right there.
Yes, and almost every CHP office offers the Start Smart class.
And it's just like a 2-hour class. Thank you so much, Officer Ray Payton, for being here.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
it. And thank you for joining us. I'm Leslie Leyton.